question is are we even going to do anything with the refrigerant at all?
I know I've been out, we haven't touched the refrigerant side, but I've had to go out to jobs where we've had AC people that are certified with Freon and stuff to do that. And they'll pull the controls off and amp clamp the compressor to make sure the compressor, is there anything that we can check on the compressor to make sure?
Yeah, when we get to the troubleshooting part, you'll be able to narrow it down to, you should be able to narrow it down to just about exactly what or what is not wrong with it. And even to the point of changing a couple of the refrigerant components.
Without being certified.
Without being certified, because it doesn't require any removal or addition of refrigerant.
So
we can't do anything with refrigerant.
we can't even add.
No. I think 30%.
I don't know that that's an expensive thing. We send our guys here to the community college.
Right.
In the past, to get certified for 422 or for R22. It might have been a $60 deal. You get the book ahead of time to read and review, and then you go to like a class from like 8 o'clock till 2 o'clock, where they just kind of make sure that you know stuff. Then you take the test and you wait for the results. If you wanted to get into it, we'll try to help you find the right place. If you didn't, it still helps to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
To tell the guy coming in, if you're gonna subcontract the refrigerant part, to tell them exactly what they need to do when they get there will save you time. If they're only there for half an hour instead of an hour and a half, then you won't have to pay them as much, and then you won't have to charge customers as much, and
Right.
makes for better service for the customer.
How about, maybe I'm jumping ahead of you.
No, if you have them, let me know, because I'll make sure that when they go through them.
When we've lost refrigerant over the winter time, obviously we have a leak somewhere. And I know they were trying to put solution in it, and then you come back and with a light to look for it. Is that something that they're going the wrong direction, or?
We still have that fluorescent dye in there. I'm this service guy in this area in the summer, and I don't use the light. I use bubbles.
So
It depends. You can get too many false positives with the light. If you shine the light on it and there was a leak there, and that dye gets on it, you'll
it's
see
still
it.
there.
But you won't know if that's a previous leak or was there some strange fluid that got in contact with it. Maybe there was some chlorine, and it shows when you shine the light. I don't know if you've seen like CSI or something, and they shine the lights on it. You see an odd color, like it'll glow yellow. Well, chlorine or some other chemical might glow like a light orange. There's a spectrum of things you may or may not see. On TV, it's like the brightest day, and it's this specific line or something. But out there, and when you actually use it, especially out in the sun, you get competing colors, and sometimes it's hard to see. If there's a leak, it's going to blow a bubble. So kids' bubbles, I started servicing them in '86. I still, or 96, sorry. And to me, it's just, it pinpoints the leak. And
You
there's
just
no
get
doubt.
a Windex bottle with soap suds in it, and then just.
I've done, there's two ways. I'll buy the big jug at Toys R Us, the great big jug of bubbles, and then I'll have a spray can for like the hard to reach. You can reach down through the fan grill, and you can get to odd places and hit it, and then watch for bubbles. Or if you're actually up close, and the way we do it here is we'll have like the small bubbles that we'll just keep refilling, and it has like a swab in it, and you just pull the lid off and then swab the places you want to see the joints that they're brazing, and then watch for bubbles there.
Dawn dishwashing liquid, okay?
Yeah, it's more expensive though, I think.
Is it?
It doesn't spray as well because it's thicker. They concentrate them. It's funny to know that much about dishwashing liquid.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
In a pinch out in the field, if I can't get bubbles real quick, every mini mart in America has dishwashing liquid. So I have used that in my work.
Well, supposedly.
The kids' bubbles squirts better.
Okay.
It's more liquidy.
Okay.
You can get like a 1 gallon jug for like $2 at Toys R Us.
We used to do like 4-foot bubbles, and that was the bubble that the dishwashing liquid.
Yeah,
they recommend.
they'll make a
Oh.
stronger bubble
Yeah.
because it's thicker, but if you're gonna spray,
Okay.
either one will work.
Now, are they both run capacitors, or is
Yes.
one a start?
No, they're both run capacitors. Different sizes for the different models, but whenever you get to a unit, and I'll explain how those things fail, but whenever you see it, you'll be able to know what's in it by what's on it. You replace
Yeah, because we've got boxes, you guys have sent us
Yeah.
replacements, ones that were made in China and USA.
Yeah, we did buy some from China for a while,
Yeah.
and then we decided to switch, and we went back to this company that we started with. They're in Florida, and they actually, they make them specifically. Well, they make them for everybody to buy from, but they're specific to us.
When I was out before, I just wanted to make sure that the compressor worked and that the fan worked. Can I pull down the contactor and run it for a short period of time and not hurt anything? I mean, I've done it before. How long can I run it without hurting anything?
It's going to depend on the situation, and I'll go through a couple scenarios with you when we get to that point.
No, I just want to make sure it fires and not.
Right. There's a few things you'd want to check before, and then there's a few ways to do it to help your cause and not hurt other things.
This is your larger capacitor here for the compressor.
Yeah, this one is.
Now you have another one for, that would be like for the,
Yeah.
for the 5 horsepower.
Yeah, one's at for
55,
3.25.
this one would have been for the, actually this one's for a 410A unit, we'll use the 55. But there are larger and there's a couple smaller, 2 horsepower only uses a 35.
Do they all read the same voltage across the terminals on top or not?
They won't, these, you won't read voltage here. If you wanted to test it with a multimeter, that one, this
Yeah.
one, it doesn't even have, you'd have to get a more expensive multimeter to actually touch it and for the meter to tell you that it's 55 microfarad.
Yeah, so our voltage meter that tests ohms is not going to give us the microfarad, so you actually need a capacitor tester. Is that what you're saying?
You can, we do have a couple here that are more expensive than that one that will tell you the microfarads if
Okay.
if you touch them.
Okay.
I don't know if that's, for me, this is what I use in the field in the summer. I take that bag with me and that's all I need. I can tell if these are bad by visual inspection first, and then just by swapping one out real quick and seeing if that fixes
See
the
if
problem.
Okay.
It's
Because
easier
I
for
can
me to have a
tell you right
smaller,
now,
cheaper one because if that gets rained on or something, I don't want
Right.
to mess up a $300 multimeter.
I mean, and I've had them where we've checked them and said they were bad, and then checked them again, and it's like, this isn't bad,
Right, yeah,
I mean-
for me, it's sometimes, depending on the symptom going in, I'll grab out of the van, that capacitor for that unit, just in case that I don't have to go back all the way to the van.
Right.
And if the symptom is electrical, then, sometimes I'll just grab it just to save the trip, but you can visually see when they fail, they'll swell up.
Okay.